please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic?
Captain's Log, Subdates 231030.6. Over the weekend we managed to set up the necessary traps and even got the trigger up Bork's booty without him noticing us work. As he won't number 2 for about 4 days, we're now going to wait this one out, knowing it's going to be quite explosive for all involved. Hello everyone, hope you're well, hope you're having a fantastic day. Last week on Friday I made This Week at Demonetized number 198. Yes, been going for a while. In that video we spoke about a YouTuber with an exceedingly large audience getting quite upset they were not represented as fully as they should have been, nor the video accurately depicting their contribution to the video itself. I'm going to play that part now so you have the initial context of what started, what has been going on over the weekend to lead us to now, concerning Rosanna Pansino. Rosanna Pansino, a YouTuber with about 14.5 million subscribers. That's a lot of subs. The channel isn't, let's say, as successful as it should be for a subscriber count that high, but they do enjoy making the content they make regardless. On Twitter, Rosanna put out a statement. I have been allowing others to treat me poorly in private for many years and I'm fed up. I'm going to start standing up for myself and finding my voice. Image, Mrbeast lied and edited me out of the top 3 in Creator Games 3. I have participated in Creator Games 1 and 2 and was excited to be part of YouTube's Creator Games 3 Hide and Seek at SoFi Stadium. After filming had wrapped, I truly couldn't believe how well I did at the competition and was proud of what I had achieved. I placed 3rd. Congratulations. When the video was released, I was shocked, disappointed and felt hurt. Mrbeast had edited the video to make me look like I performed worse than I did. This was extra upsetting because I genuinely believed him when he said that his videos are authentic and real. He edited the video to look like the final 3 were Valarie, Logan Paul and Zach King. The final 3 people were actually Zach, Quackity and myself. For the entire duration of filming we all wore earpieces connected to walkie-talkies. They would announce in our ears when someone had been found or when we had to move hiding spots. While I was still hiding, they had announced they found Logan Paul. I couldn't believe I outlasted him. He is a fierce competitor. It was getting really late. We filmed for over 24 hours straight, and they eventually offered me money to come out of hiding and quit. I declined. I had been counting the eliminations and I was currently in 4th. Jimmy asked us to move hiding spots again. At this time that I was found in transition moving to our next hiding spot. When Jimmy found me, he brought me to the field to be with the others that had also been found. I thought I placed 4th. However, Valarie had fallen asleep and hadn't moved in a long time, so he was disqualified. This meant I got 3rd place. When I arrived to the field, I saw Matt, Pat and Logan there because they were seekers now. Jimmy said he was going to look for Zach and asked if anyone wanted to join him. I offered to help, but he said he wanted to take Logan instead, so I hung back to start looking for Zach in a different location. I placed 3rd, Quackity 2nd and Zach 1st. That is what actually happened. Despite Jimmy editing out the only female in the top 3, I was proud of what I had achieved. I followed the rules of the game, gave it my all, had fun, never gave up. They can't take that away from me. On the 22nd of May 2022, this had been confirmed by Quackity in Spanish on the Mrbeast Twitch channel. There was a clip with that, but I don't have it. Rosanna had tweeted at Quackity, confirmed what happened separately and I didn't even know it. Many have pounced on this, obviously for being a bit late, according to that date, but also for pointing out only female, as if this is a misogyny thing. Actually, it's something vastly simpler. YouTubers are fake. They can all claim to be real if you want, but you still, after all these years, have to be deluded if you think they're actually that. The vast majority I have encountered over the years on YouTube are opportunistic snakes that will at the very first opportunity stab you in the back, or turn on you when there is nothing for them to complain about, or once they've got everything they want from you. So I don't fraternize with many anymore. Those that do vlogs, those that do games, competitions with their little circle of trust, yeah, no, they're not real. They're really not. If you still think they are, you are quite precious. So what I'm going to do now is go through a timeline of tweets from Rosanna over the weekend, and others that felt her responses were in bad faith or other notions, ideas, implications. Yes, back and forths of interest. We'll start with Keemstar. Mrbeast cut me from the paintball video. Multiple different YouTubers were in the video that were involved in the paintball tournament. I had to do commentary, and they didn't show me doing the commentary, just the audio. Everyone thinks Mrbeast is a great guy for curing the blind, healing the deaf, cleaning the oceans, planting trees, feeding the homeless, giving people tons of money. However, could he even be a good person at all if he cut me out of the paintball video?
I think not.
Rosanna Pansino. If he can say it to me on the phone, he can say it in writing. When I asked him to send over the raw video footage to review the timeline, he went radio silent. Mrbeast kept pressing me to get on the phone and refused to answer any of my questions in writing. Included are images of DMs with Mrbeast, where he had reached out to her to discuss this over the phone. She had replied, "My intention of speaking up is not to be malicious or create drama. I was really hurt by the editing decisions you made. Editing me out of the top 3 and making me look like I performed worse than I did felt awful." Quackity was also edited out of the top 3, and he also talked about, "I have stayed silent for so long it's causing me mental stress and anguish. It's not mentally healthy for me to have someone make me look worse than I am to millions of people. I would never do that to a fellow creator." Reply, "Obviously I wasn't trying to make you look bad, just give me a time we can chat. I'm not mad or anything, I just want to help." Reply, "Why did you lie? Why did you say in the video that you found Logan literally 1 minute before Zach? I outlasted Logan and was proud of what I accomplished. It actually built some confidence in myself that wasn't there before." Reply, "I don't know, it's been a while. Let's call and figure it out." Reply, and the final one in this conversation, "I'll give you some time to look into it and remember, and then we can discuss. I'm more than happy to review all the raw footage to help show the timeline of events. Feel free to send it over to my team, let me know." She followed this up with, "When I asked for the raw footage, Mrbeast went radio silent." Keemstar, "Thank you to everyone showing me support during this difficult time. Apparently there's a GoFundMe made for my suffering that has raised over $50,000. I appreciate those who've donated, but my suffering was at least $2.5 million worth of pain. So step it up, heart emoji. I'm noticing some mockery here." Rosanna, "It's shady to not be comfortable having something in writing. Anything you can say to me on the phone, you can say in writing. Common tactic in business is to do everything over the phone so that there is no record. I don't play that game. Included is a 6-minute video from H3 After Dark. And no, I'm not playing all of that for you. It is used to frame a perspective of professionalism, but I'll link the tweet in the pinned comment down below if you're interested in checking it out for yourself." Rosanna followed this up with, "Vlog footage from the Creator Games. This was filmed before I found out that Valarie had been disqualified for falling asleep and had not moved in some time, meaning I was third. It's weird to watch this now because at the time I was so happy I was glowing. I can play this."
When I came down the first floor, I was hiding underneath like a metal staircase, and I could hear people going up and down it. And then Jimmy told us to move again, so I jumped into an x-ray machine and I was hiding in there. And then he said we had to move to where the mannequins were on this side of the stadium. And I think I was already on that side, but I didn't know that. And so I got out of the x-ray machine right when Jimmy is driving by on a golf cart.
Keemstar, "Rosanna Pansino is a psychopath. How can you be so self-absorbed that you publicly try to cancel someone from not getting credit for coming in 3rd place in a hide-and-go seek? Keep in mind, she was in 4th place and one person got disqualified for falling asleep."
Crazy woman.
Rosanna, question, "Why do you care if you didn't win anyways?" Answer, "This is a very selfish mindset. It's not just about me. I feel bad for Quackity too. His performance was also messed with. I am a team player. I believe in good sportsmanship. I care because we were told the game was fair and honest, and it wasn't. We were competing for $1 million to give away to our communities. That is life-changing money. We all wanted to win to give back to those who have supported us. It's beyond disrespectful to mess with that. Based on several messages I've received from other large creators, the same and worse has been done to them too. I have found my voice and will support others who find theirs." I'm somewhat semi-surprised she didn't include DMs to prove that part, since she was so willing to put Mrbeast's DMs out there earlier. Rosanna finally found Keemstar's tweets and retweeted his last tweet with, quote, "Mrbeast's friends aren't sexist," and Mrbeast's friends, including the retweet to frame an argument. She also found another one of his tweets where he had said her statements are written like a Me Too statement. She's talking about not getting credit from Mrbeast for getting 3rd place in hide and seek, crying laughter emoji. The retweet, "Ah yes, Keem, downplaying Me Too to throw a jab on Twitter. Pretty low, even for you. Means I've finally made it, I suppose." It is a fascinating attempt at a deflection by pointing out the false equivalence aspect. Is he wrong though? Chris the Narc pointed out something quite fascinating though, and that is that you had actually edited that last tweet. The original tweet read, yes, downplaying women's survival stories to throw a jab on Twitter. Not quite the same, is it? But it does lean you in favour of the misogyny argument as being your hook, your oomph. Yes? Okay. Continuing. Samuel. I wonder why you'd edit this post. Response. This isn't a women's survival story, it's not comparable, it's a Mrbeast hide-and-seek video. I think we now know why. Omni. The existence of Quackity getting the same treatment as you in the very same video nullifies the misogyny you lean. I felt bad for you because you seem like a nice and genuine person on the podcast. You deserve the recognition of your win, but now you're coming off as opportunistic. Included are the 2 tweets that are edited from Rosanna of her retweeting Keemstar. Rosanna, Mrbeast fans doing math. Standing up for yourself plus facts equals clout chasing. I don't think that's how a lot of them see it, but I'm sure some do. In response to another, that's my brand. Cookies and clout. Rosanna, nope, I'm just old and don't give a crap anymore. It's awesome. You're 1 year older than me. You are not old. The amount of DMs I'm receiving from people with similar stories. Please know that you're not alone. You are seen and your experiences are valid. Blacks. I wonder why she's calling out Mrbeast now, instead of when the hide-and-seek video got uploaded. She's uploaded some stuff to her channel. It does come across as a bit disingenuous to promote newer content while embroiled in a controversy. It seems opportunistic, on the face of it anyway. Rosanna, I think it confuses people that I don't have a motive. I don't want anything. I'm just speaking truths that I've held in for years. I am sorry that the truth upsets people, but it is what it is. We don't deal in tautologies here. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Life. Okay, that makes sense. I'm getting older and just don't care. Burger King Giannis had actually added Rosanna Pansino and said, what's your endgame? Why wait 2 years? What are you trying to get out of this? Money because you suck and couldn't win first? Jealous that he has so many subscribers and meets all these celebrities? Jealous that people don't talk about you? What's your catch, kid? Reply. I think it confuses people that I don't have a motive. I don't want anything. I'm just speaking truths that I've held in for years. I'm sorry that the truth upsets people, but it is what it is. And then basically continuing the statement from the image earlier that wasn't written correctly. Reply. If you don't have a motive, then props to you and you will earn the respect. Just can't have you being one of those guys/girls that are after the money or fame. So props to you, miss, if this is true. Reply, I understand that completely. I have plenty of money and don't care about fame. I love working on sets. Very fun. I have friends from all walks of life and I spend most of my time with my family. My sisters and I are besties. Life is good. Reply, something ironic is saying he's radio silent while you refuse to take a phone call. Rosanna, it's not ironic, it's strategic. I learned about this in my college business class. My professor said to always try to establish a paper trail via text, email to protect yourself. It's very common in business. Avoiding meetings in person or over the phone is just smart in business. He knows what's in the footage. He'll never give my team the raw footage to review the timestamps. It will show what I said is true. Yes, I've had to rephrase it because people don't know how to write. Because it's social media, the word misogyny has been doing its rounds. As Omni has pointed out here, stop calling everyone who critiques Rosanna a misogynistic man or a pick-me woman as a feminist. It does not do us any favours. You can question the actions of a woman who appears to be using women's issues in bad faith. In fact, you should. In the replies to that, I think she was right to criticise Mrbeast for cutting her out, but when she boils it down to because she's a woman, it makes her entire argument fall flat. These are valid points to make. Blacks. At 36 years of age, Rosanna had mental anguish because people didn't know she got third in Mrbeast's hide and seek. Did she grow up rich or something? How does this cause you mental anguish for 2 years straight? Included is one of the DMs that she had released earlier. Keemstar. Downplaying women's survival stories. We're on the verge of World War III and we're talking about placement in hide and seek and labeling opposing views as downplaying women's survival stories. Also Keemstar.
We have all been played.
Because she dropped a music video for a song called Bad Moon Rising. Also Keemstar. Oh my god, I just rewatched the Mrbeast hide and seek video so I could have full context of Rosanna Pansino's complaints. After getting in full context, reading her statements and watching the video, I'm even more convinced she's acting in bad faith seeking attention. Do me a favor, community. Go to her Twitter, read all her tweets and statements, then watch the Mrbeast video in question, then respond to this tweet with your thoughts. With Nick Diorio saying she should have just kept hiding like for the last 2 years. Emily Saxton. I don't know what that Rosanna person is talking about, but Mrbeast is one of the nicest and most genuine creators I've ever met. Heck, I've even beat him in a hand of poker before I end up losing because I'm actually bad at poker like Rosanna is bad at hide and seek. Now, I know at some point Paige Christie had injected some perspectives on this subject, but I don't have the original tweets, I only have this last one. Included is an image of a statement. The statement is Rosanna Pansino, and it is what Keemstar referred to as a Me Too statement. So because of a lack of context and the fact that Paige Christie has deleted the earlier statement, I cannot offer more than that. So instead we're going to go to this. Rosanna Pansino. I would like to apologise to Mrbeast. I should have expressed my feelings privately and handled things direct. I will be removing all of the posts where I talk about Creator Games and Jimmy. I will be honest in that the thousands of death threats I've received today are a contributing factor, but I do also sincerely hear the feedback from so many of you. Replies. You did nothing wrong, his fanbase is just so horrible. To be honest, I still want to see what his explanation for the edit. Post the death threat so that those people can be held accountable and reported to authorities. Pout Chaser Plus ratio, devs. We know his lawyers forced you to say this, we stand with you. You spent the past 48 hours aggressively trying to ruin Mrbeast's reputation over a game of hide and seek that happened 2 years ago, then painted yourself as a victim of sexism even after you learned about Quackity. It feels like you're only saying sorry because you failed. I understand you wanted to know what happened from a game in writing, but tag YouTube and bring the situation up a year later to public is something I don't get. And you literally just wanted the conversation in writing and not on the phone. That isn't unreasonable. The switch up from getting all these messages of people sharing their same stories and you being like, I hear you, I see you, I'm with you, and now today none of that matters? What kind of legal action did he threaten you with? After on Twitter promoting her Band Moon Rising rendition, one of her dad's favourites, Carvos stirred up drama with the biggest creator on the platform over hide and seek and then dropped a music video. I don't know whether to respect the hustle or not, but one thing's for sure.
Clout chaser.
There are more replies. W victim, Paul, L being the yes. Steve Oatley, literally one of the worst covers I've heard in a while, and I'm not sure why my timeline is filled with you. Rosanna decided to update her bio to top 3 hide and seek world champion, trained for years with her little nephews. Congratulations. As you're in LA, I assume you hid behind the fire, which is why you are so good at it. And finally, a retweet from Carvos concerning the DMs that she had received of similar stories concerning Mrbeast and others, deleting her posts that make out there are Mrbeast survivors. Not letting that slide, I'm afraid. This post has been deleted. Oh, the weekend was fun, wasn't it, everyone?